on my own professional growth, and I have to do that now because I'm working with new principals in my current role. So I'm partnering with them, and they look at me and they say, you have been such an effective leader. We how can we be like that? It forced me to sort of step back and say, okay, well, what was it that I had to learn? What was my path towards professional growth to be a leader? And of course, my doctoral work that I did in Catholic educational diocesan leadership, extremely meaningful at Catholic University, looking at Catholic leadership, Catholic school leadership from a lens of a variety of places, from finance, right, facilities, board management, change management, curriculum. And so it was great. But I really began to think that I became a much more effective leader because of other sources that I was sort of exposing myself to. When I was principal at St. John's, a school that was about to close, the book From Good to Great was like my Bible. And the chapter that really sticks out for me was confronting your brutal realities, really looking at what's going on and attacking it. Adopting the Six Sigma program so that we could listen to the voice of the customer and really, ask ourselves, why are we not doing what people want, or what we think we're doing is what people want. Let's create a reality that we're giving people what they want, and it's actually something, desirable. Okay. When I went to the Madeleine, I shifted my focus on two books from a Real Life MBA by Jack Welch, where I began to understand the role of variance, and finances became real important for me. And I got to the point where I could look at my finances on a month-to-month basis, and I'd be able to explain the variances between what we budgeted and what we're forecasting. And okay, wait, why is there a difference? And the other book was Be Our Guest, sort of the Disney experience. We always think of the customer experience from Disney, but this also talked about, what about the cast member experience? That at our level of leadership, how are we creating something for the cast member so they can create a positive experience for the customer? And I began to look at that going, well, let's translate that to the teacher experience and what they then have to transfer to the student and to the parent. So those three books really became sort of like my own self professional growth and understanding how to be effective as a leader. The balance that I find that I have to achieve now, the balance is one of reflection, reflective practice based in prayer, and time to step back and sort of say, okay, how does all of this align to my vocation as a leader?